Welcome back to V-Rule. Today, I am kind of doing a Saturday sneak peek, I guess. A little bit of an introduction, a little deeper into my collection. I mean, I kind of walked around and took a few photos. Some things I just have piled in a little box. Stacks of cards that need to be organized. A 3 or 4 box high stack full of sealed product. Shelves that are just pure chaos. And then I have bins with stuff so much it's overflowing, and then the monster piles of sealed product from years of doing this. And while it's in totes and boxes and stacked up in corners and pushed back behind a shelf, and all the bulk cards, there's a lot going on. And for me, it's an organized chaos. From the photos, it probably looks like chaos. But for me, it's an organized chaos. Not everything is as clean as this ETB here in its little, not standard acrylic case, but it does the job well. This Brilliant Stars ETB, which could actually be something for you. I'm giving away the ETB to one lucky subscriber once we reach 5,000 subscribers. I'm also giving away 5 Pokemon mystery card lots, and while my collection looks like a big mess, it's an organized chaos. I know what is where, and I know what I need to be doing with it. I just haven't made the time. It's not that I don't have the time, I haven't made the time to take care of it. There's a difference between having time and making time. Because the reality is you have the time. It just depends on how you decide to use it. For that 5,000 subscriber giveaway, make sure you go over to this video here and leave a comment. That's your official way to enter for it, so I can add a little bit of extra to your, hopefully, chaotic collection and the chaos going on in your Pokemon collecting journey, because that's kind of the fun of it. But there are ways to get a little bit more organized. So please consider liking the video, commenting down below, and subscribing to the channel just as a little motivator, a little booster to my mess that I have to still tackle. And maybe that could be part of this Saturday series of sneak peeks that I can start organizing and inventorying. And I've taken that step at least a little bit with this that I want to talk about today. Here we have the Collector app. Now you can download it, Apple iOS, Google Play, all the things. It's really cool for Pokemon collectors. It also works for Magic the Gathering, many others. They have sports, all sorts of TCG to collect. Interesting app here because you can inventory what you have at the current market value, and you don't have to select the value. You select the product, the value is already inputted there, and then as the value changes up or down, it will adjust your entire collection. Now, I wish my number was somewhere in the $150,000 range. I'd feel a little bit more comfortable about selling some stuff off and making use of those collection dollars, but I'm nowhere near this. I have quite an extensive collection, but it's nowhere near 6 figures or, pushing to the 150. There are many collectors out there who are well beyond this, and that's excellent for them. Great. Something to aspire to as collectors in our journey. And as Pokemon collectors, we want to know how can you use this stuff. So I think you could do it online. It looks like you can. It looks like you can create a login or be able to log in and then start going through and finding what your collection is. I mean, look at all the different categories. Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic, Pokemon, Lorcana, One Piece, tons and tons and tons of them here. Many I don't even know. MetaZoo's still around. Is it around? Is MetaZoo still around? I thought they disappeared, but maybe they're back. I don't know. And right off the bat here, just going in, not logged in, just checking out Explore here, they instantly go to Pokemon. I believe Pokemon is probably their most successful TCG or card hobby, whatever you want to call it. I believe Pokemon is the most successful on here. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry, this just caught my eye. Journey Together Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box, already going for $335. No one has this. No one has this. However, if you have it on pre-order, great. $335 for one ETB on a set that hasn't come out, that in comparison to something like Prismatic Evolutions or the new coming Destined Rivals beyond that, this one's not holding up to both of those. The size and the quantities of certain art styles, art rares, or IRs, SIRs, those things, It should be similar to the pull rates of Stellar Crown, which is not exorbitantly expensive. I mean, in today's boom, yes, it feels that way, but it's on the lower end of the boom market for Pokemon currently. But $335 for one of those, my goodness, that's insane. Wow, that is insane. You can sift through and start looking, but you can also pick and choose and actually seek out what you're looking for. That Drowsy's going down, folks. That Drowsy's going down. Just a little note I'm seeing there. You can instantly see, oh, the Eevee and the Eevee, what's the difference? This is the Pokemon Center stamped version, and the difference is very clear in the price. I mean, you're $112, $110 more for the Pokemon Center stamp. That stamp makes a big difference. I guess that explains a little bit on the Journey Together Pokemon, the Journey Together Pokemon Center version, ETB, having the stamp promo. So I wanted to just kind of show you a little bit how it works. I did a quick search of Surging Sparks. Now, if I had to, I would give a critique to the creators of the Collector app and say, when I'm using the app on my phone, you start typing something you've typed several times before. I've typed Surging Sparks and went to look for booster boxes. Okay, you type Surging Sparks, here's a booster box. You can add that into your collection, and then it'll tally it for you. I've typed in Surging Sparks to go look for something else, but it does not remember or autofill on that. That's very frustrating because we're so used to that in every other type of app we use. Anytime you want to be online, there's always some sort of autofill coming when you start typing, especially if you've typed it before. So if they can make that update, that would make things a lot faster, a lot smoother. And if they could have an isolated, and maybe I just haven't discovered it, between single cards and sealed product. So that way you can effectively go and say, I have these single cards, or I have sealed product. It looks like cards only, sealed product. You can do it. Okay. So you can do sealed only. You can do singles only. I wonder if that's the case in the app. I'm assuming it would be. Let's try this again because I actually want to do this a little bit differently. See? It's not filling it in. I wish it would. I really wish it would. All right, so Surging Sparks, the entire set, sealed, singles, all of it. Because Surging Sparks is different than Electric Breaker and the other one that had Latias from the Japanese, it isolates it. But if they have the same name from one set to another, it'll show Japanese and English in the same search. So you can come through here and you start looking for things. Maybe you want to add it. Oh, I have this, I have that, I have this, I have that. That's nice to see it going up a little bit for the two I think I have. Just little things like that. You can add your singles. I haven't really explored it in the way of adding my single cards just because that's tedious, one. And two, I don't have a lot of master sets and I don't have a lot of the higher end stuff anyways. So it's like, how much value am I really trying to nickel and dime into the illusion that I have a really extensive collection? It's not like I'm going to be selling my singles for the personal collection anytime soon. I'll have duplicates for that purpose. But you scroll through and maybe you're not finding what you want. You can just take a little step in that direction. Surging Sparks, and if I do 3 and I search, now it's going to narrow down things that have a 3 in it. Okay, so it is going to limit a little bit, but I'm looking for a sealed product, the 3-pack blister. I don't need to say 3-pack blister. I could just say 3-pack. That helps a little bit. So it's pretty well organized. I just wish the autofill existed. But now that I've just discovered the single or sealed, that's going to be a helpful tool moving forward because I'll be fixated on the sealed product first, and then I might walk through my singles just to see where things stand. Interesting to see that the average of sales, this is going to take into account what's selling out on eBay and TCG Player and others, and just kind of compile some averages. I don't think that this is only following one source or another. I think it's actually compiling averages, and it lags by a day or so. If something's moving quickly, double check where you're at. If you're looking to price this out for purchasing or selling, I would look in a couple places and just typical buyer beware, typical seller preparation. Just due diligence. Check it out in 1 or 2 or 3 spaces if you can, just to see where things are at. I was very interested to see that the Zapdos, which would clearly be the better choice because it's a legendary bird, the original Kanto legendary birds, for Pokemon, Zapdos, big deal compared to a Pokemon like Quagsire. And we have over $2 more for the Quagsire. And it might be as simple as, yes, Zapdos is the popular one, but everyone went after that first. So the Quagsire did not get as much love, fewer of them out there. And then when you start tallying that up, it actually becomes and feels a little bit rarer, or people wanted to keep the Zapdos sealed, and they went and opened the Quagsire, so sealed ones with that. So you find little interesting pieces within the hobby just as you're searching through that stuff. But I thought this was an interesting tool, a really good one to look at, and I can't believe I made this video go on this long just talking about this tool with a very minimal example, but that's how deep down in the hobby we can get sometimes. So sorry for my really tunnel vision, but I thought showing some of those pictures would be a little bit fun of just exploring the chaos that is my collection, and maybe I can add to your collection. We're doing that 5,000 subscriber giveaway, giving away the Brilliant Stars ETB along with 5 Pokemon mystery card lots. All you got to do is be a part of the channel. Very simple. I explained earlier what you need to do to be entered for the 5,000 subscriber giveaway, but check the description below as well. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. You remember, your comment isn't just going to be helping the algorithm, which I do appreciate, but it's also an entry or possible entry for my weekly giveaways done on Friday from my I Got It, You Get It shorts that I do. If you didn't know, I do shorts 3 days a week. I'm doing shorts where if I pull a card that I've already gotten in my collection, then I'm giving that duplicate away to you. And if I go 3 videos where there's no hits, or I go 3 videos and I pull something new and it's for my collection, or I don't get any duplicates and I still gotta, hit whatever it is, whatever the scenario is, I'm not gonna let you miss out. Every Friday I'm giving something away. Just yesterday I gave away this card. I'd love to give away something fun to whoever it is next week, and your comment on any video is a qualifier because it's randomized on how we get there. If you want to see more on that, go check out yesterday's video. I've talked on way too long, but I really appreciate you being here and sticking through to the end. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I post 7 days a week, and with that, I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.